Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Also, the number one downloaded scuba-themed podcast in the world. Go figure. 26 years will do it to you. And man, did you pick a good time to tune in. This is the official Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular show. How about that, CJ?
Well,
Bubble Boy?
We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to...
The bar's pretty low.
We'll see how it goes.
Don't let it start.
You think I'm overselling it?
Yep.
You think I'm overselling it? Okay, well, Bubble Boy CJ in the studio with me.
I don't want to get everybody's hopes up,
Barry,
only to have them dashed.
Barry the Bugger. We got Casey the Tobacco Nut, Jerry the Diver Guy, Vinny Two Tanks, and we are joined officially by the Psychic Mermaid, Valentina, with us today. So we're going to have readings, live readings on Scuba Radio today, or we may channel someone from the other side for the Halloweeny Spooktacular. How about that? Barry, are you excited? Have you cleared your head of all the deep, dark secrets that Valentina very well could expose to the world today? Or
I have been told
think?
there's nothing between the ears, so I'm not worried.
Okay.
Fair point.
All right. Good.
Hot air.
Yeah. All right.
Shut up, Barry.
Fair enough. All right. Well, Valentina, I know you've been. She's like in a trance right now. You can see this on YouTube.
Writing things down. So.
Okay. You can see everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch today, and we're gonna conduct this. Who knows? Maybe we'll channel the spirit of Jacques Cousteau and. I don't even Jimmy Buffett. Maybe we can see if she can tune in to Jimmy Buffett today. That'd be something. But
I think since we're going to New Orleans, it should be Jean Lafayette.
I don't even know who that is. I don't really care. But hey, let's kick this off right. You know, it's been 26 years. We've yet to have a Scuba Radio Halloweeny type song to share with the world, and that's about to change. So see if you like this. We spent all of 5 minutes on it.
I was diving in the ocean late one night when my eyes went blurry in the foggy sight. I had forgotten one thing. I hate to admit, I would have seen clearly now if I had only spit
Into his mask.
It was now a monster mask.
The monster mask.
So much for this dive task.
The monster mask.
It's made of rubber and glass.
The monster mask.
I hate this foggy monster mask. It sucks balls.
Oh. Okay. All right.
It sucks balls.
Oh, my gosh.
That's one way to kick off the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular. I don't know if it was the right way, but
I like that.
You do?
Yeah, that was
okay.
good.
That was a good one, Greg.
All right.
Simple and direct.
All right. It happens to every diver. You get that foggy max, drives you crazy, and there you go. Jerry the Diver Guy is looks like he's being devoured by
a tiny shark.
Is that what that is?
Baby shark. Is
Is that what it is, Jerry?
Yeah.
Care to enlighten us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then Casey the Tobacco Nut. I don't even know what the heck he's doing. What is that? What is he wearing on the
looks
top
like
of
the
his
Mad
head?
Hatter
hat on.
from Alice in Wonderland.
Is that even is that Casey the Tobacco Nut, or is that
No.
the Mad Hatter? I don't know.
Which peel did he take?
The one that
took them all.
of
blue
course
pill.
he did. Yes. All right, so everybody's dressing for the Halloweeny spooktacular, except Cock Johnson, which I'm surprised.
What are you
because-
talking about? This is a Halloween shirt.
No, you're supposed to dress as a giant weenie. That's what we discussed last week in the meeting.
I can't.
I thought you were going to dress
I
as a
can't
giant
do that.
weenie.
You'd get kicked off the air if I
What do you
expose
mean?
myself.
No, you
And
were
it's too hard
supposed
for him to drive with that on, Craig. Come on.
You were supposed to be a giant weenie. I thought
that was
that's
never
what we-
discussed.
Yeah, I remember that
You
plain
must
as
have
day.
dreamt that, which
no,
is troubling.
No. I mean, because Cock Johnson, he's kind of a big deal. He is kind of a big deal, and before we get to the readings, I mean, I think we need to read. What's in the future for Cock Johnson? I know of one thing that is. I think a big time movie career, major movie career. Do you think, CJ?
We'll
What do you
see.
think?
We'll see.
Well, we've already talked about the Dive Hard movies, right?
Right.
What about something for Halloween?
This Halloween, Scuba Radio Studios present
A night dive on Elm Street.
Cock Johnson versus Freddy.
You ready, Freddy? Krueger, for our first night as dive buddies?
The first time tends to get a little messy.
This ain't my first night dive, you burnt marshmallow. Do I have to say it?
No.
Cock Johnson's my name, and diving's my game.
I'll give you a break.
Well, people love my catchphrase.
Welcome to my nightmare,
Ha! Roasted me. No pun intended.
bitch.
I heard that. You should be happy. We're about to have a killer night dive. Pun intended that time.
How sweet.
Oh, Freddy, don't forget to turn your air on.
Oh, that's right.
You're welcome. Hey, after the dive, you want to come back to my house and watch movies about diving?
Oh, scary.
Scary good scuba scenes. Come on, I'll burn some popcorn for you.
Come to Freddy.
You still running out that damp boiler room with all the leaky pipes? No thanks. Party's at my place.
I'm dying to see what skeletons are hidden in your closet.
Stay the hell out of my closets, you tuna melt. Oh, Freddy, invite the rest of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad, too.
I'll have to pass that message myself, won't I?
I literally just said that.
You think you was gonna get away from me?
I ain't scared of you, you grilled cheese sandwich. But, quit it with the evil laugh, will ya?
No!
Glad I can't hear that freak underwater.
A night dive on Elm Street. Cock Johnson versus Freddy.
Are you fooling around again?
Now showing in a double feature with Cock Johnson in
Halloweeny.
I'll kill you if this is a joke.
I don't think it's a joke. I think it's a real double feature that you could catch us this week at the drive-in.
Not a joke with a name like Halloweeny.
Well, yeah, they probably should have rethought that. It doesn't sound as scary as
It's a hybrid. It's a horror com. A horcom.
A horcom
Horcom.
with whores.
Sure.
Okay, all right.
Topless whores.
Sounds like a critter from Harry Potter.
It's a throwback to the 80s.
Yeah, Vinny would go see this movie. I think you'd see both in the marathon. I mean, would you dedicate 4 hours of your life to seeing those movies, Vinny Two Tanks?
I'm actually afraid. I don't like horror movies because they scare me.
Right, but those horror movies, they wouldn't scare you. I mean, would you be scared of Halloween?
They're more funny. They're supposed to be more funny.
Halloweeny with Cock
okay.
Johnson
to protect you.
Yeah.
I don't like being scared. So if there's any scary parts,
Okay. All right.
You can cuddle in Cock Johnson's arms.
Whoa.
Nope.
Whoa.
Negative.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm not
anyway,
into what kind of movies?
you would think that was enough nonsense for the Scuba Radio.
But no, hell no.
Halloweeny Spooktacular. We got much more to follow, but we have some psychic readings that we have to do, and our mermaid psychic Valentina is with us now. Valentina, I know you've been in a deep trance, or maybe you've just been blocking out what you've heard so far on the show. Probably one and the same. Does that help or hurt you trying to connect to the other side? What do you think?
I can tune out. I can tune you guys out.
Oh, that happens all the time.
A handy
with me.
skill.
Every Saturday, everybody tunes us out.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. Okay. Well, I think you're picking up some vibes. I can just see by seeing her on the closed caption video that she is in tune with the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. So we're going to read them and find out their deep, darkest secrets and share them with the world today. And you've been warned. It's the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Bula! You'll hear that a lot when you visit Fiji. It's more than a greeting. It's the spirit of this friendly country. With 333 islands, white sand beaches, and year-round tropical warmth, it's hard not to feel happy at this exceptional dive destination known as the soft coral capital of the world. Fiji Airways has a modern fleet of aircraft to take you to Fiji in style and at great prices. Contact your travel agent now or go to FijiAirways.com and plan your Fijian dive adventure. That's FijiAirways.com.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new Scuba Radio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 Scuba Radio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always. And I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New Scuba Radio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Boo.
Okay, that was the scariest song in the world, right here on the world's first radio show devoted to diving. It's what we do on the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular. Let's go to the phones. Who's dialed up 888-88-SCUBA? Actually, this is a voicemail Jerry just sent me that we got through the website at ScubaRadio.com.
Good evening.
Okay.
I am Count Divula.
Yeah?
And to all my children of the sea,
Right.
I say, I want to suck your air.
Oh.
I am kidding you.
Yes.
I want to suck your blood.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, by the way, Gregory, I sent you an email. I wonder if I could count on you to score me a deal on a new mouthpiece for my regulator.
Oh.
My fangs keep ruining the rubber. Strictly for night dives, of course.
Right.
Before I go, I have a quick joke. Why did the vampire have to cancel his dive trip?
I don't
Give
know.
up?
Yeah.
He kept coughing.
Yeah.
And always remember, suck it, loser.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Just one of our many fans. All of one or two of them.
Couldn't come in live, but shot you a voicemail.
Yeah. You can get on the air, too, by just going to ScubaRadio.com. There's a little tab there, just like Count, what it was, Divula? Is that what his name was?
I didn't hear. I don't know.
That's weird.
Well, he might have come in live if we did it from like 8 to 10 or something.
No. Well, yeah, exactly. That's probably what scared him away. We do the show in the daylight hours, even when it's Halloween. Sorry, Count. It's what we do. Anyway, we apologized in advance before we started the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular. So we're covered for all legal purposes, I believe. Kelly, Mermaid Kelly, has joined us as well as part of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad, just in the nick of time to get read by our mermaid psychic, Valentina. And by the way, Valentina, if you want to connect with her after the show, I want to get this out here right away. It's psychicmediumvalentina.com. She's a real psychic and ghost hunter, by the way. She's a ghost hunter. Did you guys know that?
Hunter or buster?
I don't know. Well, what do you consider yourself, Valentina?
Investigator.
Investigator. That's the more appropriate
Call
way
someone else in to bust them.
to do it. Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
No plasma beams.
Leave the the busting to a different group of folks. But yeah, she might find a ghost. She may be able to tell you what the ghost wants. Last year we, Jerry the diver guy was seeing orbs in his house. You remember that?
Oh yeah, that was creepy.
And we had Valentina come and explain, like, okay, these are just people, ancestors of Jerry the diver guy that were checking in with him to make sure he had the moonshine recipe correct.
Terry the diver guy. And
Right.
Larry the diver
But
guy.
if you're being haunted, this is the show to to tune into, whether it's ghosts or psychics and that kind of thing. And I mean, have you seen any ghosts lately, Valentina? Or are you really modest? Yeah, or are you more working on the psychic stuff, talking to people from the other side and getting readings, right?
Well, yeah, I do the latter, but like I said, or maybe you knew and didn't know, I was house sitting in Maine for a month. I just got back a week ago, and really the whole object was to just watch two dogs and a cat in the house.
Right.
And there was this one weird room that I would sit and watch TV, and I wasn't trying to freak myself out, but I was like, there's something off about this room. I started calling it the red room because the walls were like the walls were maroon, and there was two maroon lamps there.
Yeah.
And every night I'd watch TV, and then I started leaving the two lights on in that room just to not freak myself out.
Wow.
And then I would turn them off. And then in the morning I would come and both of the red lamps were on. So first I thought, well, maybe I was super tired and I forgot to turn them off. So the next night I decided to take a picture of the switch plate just to make sure that I could see that I had indeed turned them off.
Right.
And the next night, in the morning, I come, I look over, the red lamps are back on again. And it happened 3 times in a row. But then it got even worse because I was sleeping in the basement, even though they had sounds more scary than it is. But they had converted the basement into a really nice bedroom, and that was where I was sleeping. And the stairwell was like right at the head of the bed, behind it. And one of the nights I went to sleep probably 1:30 in the morning, and at 3:30 I was awoken by somebody charging down the stairs.
Holy hell.
I
never sleep in the basement.
Red room.
And luckily I had locked the bedroom, but I was like, okay, any minute somebody's going to come crashing through the door, and this is it for me. And nothing ever came, and the dogs barked, but then I went back to sleep. So the next morning I went into that red room and I said, listen here, I don't mind you turning on the lamps, but if you ever come running down the stairs again like that was way too much. That freaked me out. I mean, I'm on 5 acres in the forest by myself watching this massive house. So you could only imagine that would be frightening for anyone.
Yeah. Sounds like the beginning scene of a really good horror movie.
Every horror movie is the
right.
Freddy Krueger
in the bed in the basement. I was just like, oh my God, this is it. And all I kept thinking was my pepper spray is in my car in the garage. I have
your car's protected.
Well, hey, look, Valentina's a scuba diver, and so is Cock Johnson. So the storyline would be Cock Johnson comes in and saves his buddy Valentina from the red room monster.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My God. But so an innocent house sitting job turned into like a complete poltergeist activity and stuff, and I really expected that.
Bubble Boy, what do you think of this?
Well, I wanted to ask you, Valentina. Was it a carpeted room or not a carpeted? The basement.
The basement was carpeted. I mean, it had lights. It was really set up nice. But the stairs behind, I mean, literally, like, here's my bed, and here's the stairs, you know, up, and that's what they ran down. And the thing is, the dogs were crated, and the cat is tiny and slept upstairs. So there was no way it could have been, I tried to reason and think, well, maybe it's the dogs, but I'm like, the dogs get locked in crates.
Right.
The cat, so the cat is tiny. It would not. I mean, it literally sounded like a 200-pound guy with big boots on, just charging down.
Barry, where were you that night, Barry? I think we know. He was stalking Valentina, the psychic mermaid. All right, more coming up on the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Just 9 degrees north of the equator lies a cluster of islands that stretch for 600 miles in the Pacific Ocean. Yap, the land of stone money, provides a level of marine biodiversity, culture, history, people, and natural beauty that'll leave you in awe. With miles of unspoiled reefs and very few visitors, divers will enjoy having an entire reef to themselves. Plus, Yap's world-famous resident population of manta rays make for a bucket list dive experience that's great year-round. Plan your visit to Yap now by going to visityap.com. That's visityap.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
What truly lurks beneath the sea? What mystery awaits?
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. This is the official Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular. We apologized in advance, but we got a real-life, honest-to-goodness psychic mermaid to read the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad, repel demons, find ghosts and things like that. And, it's a good thing we're doing this now because we're just a couple weeks away from the Dema show in New Orleans. They got ghosts all over the place.
The Demon Show?
The Dema show. Demon show is today. That's kind of what is going on. And, Valentina, thank goodness we have her to help us keep the ghosts at bay. And I'm
It'd
sure
be better if she was here in person, maybe.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? Okay.
No, she's connected via, Zoom, and you can see her on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. And, she has a lot of experience, with the other side and, kind of a ghost hunter or investigator. And, and I figured this is great timing. It's Halloween weekend. Also, we got the Dema show in New Orleans. We got to prepare ourselves. And, she just told that story about being in the basement with the red lights. And that's kind of creepy, right?
Yeah, totally.
I wonder if she had, out. If it was one of those ghosts. A lot of times they say you smell ghosts before you see them. You sense them. You smell them.
Fletcher, Fletcher. If you're all alone and you hear a sound, the air smells rank and no one's around, you know it just ain't right because no one's in sight and you didn't eat beans last night. Before you try to blame your dog, here's the reason for the fog. You can boast the smelly host is Fletcher the farting ghost. Oh, Fletcher the farting ghost is the smelliest ghost you'll see. He's your excuse when you want to say that smells not me. So when it smells like something died and crawled inside your ass, remember if no one's around, it's probably the ghost with gas. Fletcher, 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 Fletcher.
Okay, so there you go. I mean, Valentina, have you ever had a smelly ghost that you've encountered in your investigations? What do you think?
Only if they choose to. Like sometimes they might smell like cigarettes or tobacco or
ass.
Jerry.
Same difference.
Me? I can't help. I got a bottle of gas. I got
Okay. That's enough. All right, but we kid. Let's get serious because I want to get deep. I want to get dark with the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. So Valentina has actually tried to focus during this. She can tune this nonsense out as part of the Halloweeny spooktacular.
It's a
I know
gift.
it is
He's better than we are.
Yes, but I want you to
The
tune
true
in
lady.
to some of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad members. Have you been able to connect with anyone yet? Just
Yeah,
hanging
I've
out
written
online.
down some things, and we'll see if it makes sense.
Okay.
Is that I sometimes connect with past, present, or future. So sometimes it may be something that's coming out in the future.
Right. And by the way, just for the record, Valentina is an avid scuba diver, and that's what connects us all. I think that makes it easy for you to read us, doesn't it? Don't you
Yes,
think, Valentina?
and I've been a mermaid many years ago.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
We have a
She needs to
history.
come back to New Orleans with us, Greg.
Nope, she can't. There's too many spirits in New Orleans, so she'd get overloaded. She'd probably explode. Her brain would
Okay.
explode. Okay.
All right, so let's get down there. And again, I can send you guys this information later because sometimes it's good to have it around in case it makes sense later.
Right,
So I'm gonna
right.
write down just things I was picking up immediately.
Okay.
Start with Greg.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Best one
And
right up
again,
front. Okay.
I have to preface, I'm not a doctor. I just pick up on things that are imbalanced and
Uh-oh.
things.
He's dead.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. I'm going to go to health because that's what I'm picking up a lot of people's health. Okay.
Right.
So for Greg, there is in 3 to 4 years some sort of replacement tied in with health. Okay.
A replacement. Like I'm going to have something replaced, upgraded. Like a brain transplant.
And it is no, it's not going to be that big.
Artificial fart.
It's just going to be
It's not
something
gonna be
small,
that
but
Oh, real funny, Barry.
Let her talk.
Okay, but anyway,
Shut
so
up, Barry.
it's 3 to 4 years out, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm picking up, that something health wise is going to unexpectedly cause something to have to be taken out. It's a small piece.
Probably
Oh.
a pulse generator.
Okay, then I
Okay.
wrote.
Oh, wait, hold on. We better add some more ambiance foreboding to this. It's getting creepy. All right, continue.
Okay, then I put you're going to be back in the groove and busier in 2024.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
So that's on the positive. I always try to give the good with the bad.
Right.
So,
Okay.
All right. So this is random, and I don't know, it might be for one of you guys, but there's a woman named Carol who would have passed in her 20s in the 50s.
Ooh.
She has brown wavy hair, so, era appropriate.
Yeah.
She keeps connecting to horses. So she may have had a horse or loved horses, and then I'm seeing like those cropped 1950s pants, kind of
Interesting. All right. Does that register with you, Jerry? What do you think?
Anybody?
You're up in the mountains of Virginia. There's horses all over the place. Come on.
Well, there's horses everywhere, but
Somebody
I
you
don't know
may,
nobody
it
named
might have
Carol.
been a relative, a friend, someone you know. All right,
Yeah.
we'll just leave that out there
All
again.
right. We're gonna connect that dot eventually, I think.
Yeah, it is someone coming through. Okay, so for Casey,
Uh-oh.
this is the guides are saying time to pay attention to heart or diabetes. This is something
Diabetes.
that could become a problem later. Why is that funny? That's not funny.
We always call Casey Wilfred Brimley.
Yeah. Okay. Because he says diabetes.
Diabetes.
It's a very poorly articulated joke.
Diabetes. Okay.
Just what we do, Valentina. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, so again, something to keep an eye on. I wrote also there were recently or whenever you had your last health results, they seemed that there was something that was lowered in the tests and the numbers.
That's for Casey.
Casey, yeah.
You have a low something, low IQ?
Could
No.
be.
Yep. No, it's not that,
Okay.
Valentina? You don't think?
Low testosterone.
All right.
So, and then, did you ever have a dog with spots that passed,
This is for Casey?
Casey?
A dog with spots.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had a dog?
Yes.
Okay, it didn't have
Did
any
you run
spots
over
on
a
it?
dog with spots?
Surely there is spot somewhere on there.
Spots like a Dalmatian?
No, just spots.
Not that spotty, but just maybe a couple of big ones on there.
Yeah. Birthmark
Could've
kind of
been.
thing.
What about a
Yeah.
rabbit
Run
with no
over a
ears?
dog with spots?
Okay. All right, moving on. Then we're going to Jerry.
Uh-oh.
I'm connecting to camping or something in the woods recently.
Well, you ease them britches down by your ankles.
What's your face there? What?
He's in the mountains of Virginia. That's what they do.
Playing
Right,
banjos.
but I'm saying recently, but your guys are saying if you haven't recently had a large camping trip where you were gone for like a week, then
No.
you should go.
But I was in the woods recently.
I bet you were.
He was walking
Spring
funny.
water.
He's,
You were
Probably behind
connecting,
a
you
woodpile.
were off deep in thought doing something, so
he doesn't think. Are you kidding me? Come on. He
I was
hasn't thought
brewing.
for several years now. But I don't know.
See,
Okay.
You get any peach moonshine?
All right. I'll tell you what. This is good and kind of boring when we're talking about the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. Maybe
I like it. It's
Are you lying? I think
Yeah,
we ought to
dig it.
channel Jacques Cousteau or Jimmy Buffett. We'll find out next. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
You know, it's Halloween. I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare, huh?
I like Halloween. Trick or treat, trick or treat. Hi, come on in. We're making a jack-o'-lantern. I like Halloween.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. It's the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular today with our psychic mermaid, Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. Before we get back to reading the future of our crew here live on the show, let's go to the phones. I got another voicemail. Someone's went to ScubaRadio.com and placed a voicemail here. Let's see what we got.
It is I, Lucifer, but you can call me L-Dog.
Wow.
L to the D to the double G.
Okay.
La-di-da-di-da. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Okay.
I just wanted to say how much I appreciate all you do to prepare these lost souls for the depths of hell.
Right.
I have to say, some of the stuff I hear on Scuba Radio makes the torture we offer down here amateur hour. It's inspirational.
Okay.
I have instructed my minions to listen every week for fresh ideas. I mean, picturing Jerry the diver guy in a mankini.
Oh.
That's eternal torment.
Oh, yeah.
Even for me.
Oh, wow.
I want to stab my eyes out with a fork.
Okay.
Just for saying it out loud. Simply horrifying.
Yes.
Anyway, keep up the good work. And happy Halloween.
Wow. That's weird.
Devil out.
Oh, okay. That was a little unexpected.
Wow. Didn't know he was a fan.
Evidently. He's a fan of Jerry the Diver Guy's mankini.
No, he doesn't like it.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. He wanted to stab his eyes out with a fork, didn't he?
Yeah. A pitchfork.
Yeah,
most
duh.
likely.
Okay. Well, anyway, it is what it is. Let's move on to, more things, more creepier things on track.
I think she needs to read Barry.
No.
I don't know. She's written down notes that she's picked up already. And so you've done Casey, done Jerry the Diver Guy.
Jerry and you.
Yeah. What else are you picking up there, Valentina, our psychic
Okay,
mermaid?
then for Barry,
no.
I'm connecting to a male that passed. I feel it was like your dad, and he's saying that he's similar to you with hobbies of tinkering.
Tinkering.
It's funny, tinkering. No, my father's still alive.
Oh, he is. Is there like a grandfather?
Is he a tinkerer, though?
My grandfather, I don't remember
He has a
much
workshop
of him.
like you, Barry?
No. He actually owned a liquor store.
Oh.
And the only thing I
explains a
remember
lot.
about him is that he was smaller and he was very muscular.
So the
but he
exact
tinkered
opposite
in
of Barry the
you were
Bugger.
Adopted.
Is that
Yeah. Well, he was from Russia, so
Okay, all right.
Is there
Strong
ano-
like bull.
another male then that may have passed that would have been a tinkerer
A
kind
tinkerer.
of?
I know. Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. No.
No.
Oh,
As a matter of fact,
related.
my father is so
Are you
untinkerer,
saying-
he can't put in a light bulb. So
Kelly,
Okay.
is that you saying?
Uh-oh.
Is Kelly taking it? Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, rest
I'm
of
sorry.
the message.
Kelly's
maybe
raising
Kelly
her hand,
then?
so
Did
maybe
you have
it's her.
somebody that?
Is a tinkerer that is related to you, Kelly? Is that it? What was her name?
My dad.
Oh,
No way.
Okay.
there it is.
For Kelly. Okay.
What was his name, Kelly?
Wade.
Wade. All right.
Okay.
This could be a
So,
mermaid connection right here, I think.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one mermaid to
So-
another, right. So what are you feeling
Yeah,
about
so when
Wade?
Well, so what Wade's saying is just, I'm really feeling, how do I say it? Just like there's a certain proudness that you have kind of taken on some of your dad's strength and your boldness. Does that make sense?
Duh, look at the crew she's hanging with today.
Oh, you okay? But he's really proud of you. But he's saying that that's why that whole connection was that he feels like you're like a chip off the old block, a girl version, if you will. Okay. So that's his way of saying that he loves you, and he's just saying hi.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, Kelly won't talk. I can tell she's tearing up big time right now.
You know, this is healing for people.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's
so
awesome.
yeah, so I just missed. Sorry, Barry, that was not for you.
That's okay.
He's easier to second for a girl anyway.
Oh, that's beautiful. So yeah, on the living, well, I've got you, Kelly. So on the living side here, let you gather yourself. There's a work shift going on, and when I feel work shifts, it may or may not affect you, but there's some things moving around, and so when I pick up a shift, it's just kind of like things are moving around, but you're still going to be there, okay? And then on love,
here it goes.
I keep getting this delay or now or never thing going on there. It's almost like what is going.
Now you made her
Does that
happy.
make sense? Like what now? Come on, huh?
Oh, yeah. Wait. What are you saying that
hilarious?
it's a delay on love between Barry and Kelly?
What?
No. What's happening is that the whole love energy for Kelly is like, come on, whoever you're with is like, it's now or never. What's going on with this? Why are these delays?
Let's go. Good Lord, let's go.
I know
I'm not
exactly
ready,
what
and
she's
they are.
talking about.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
There it is.
Nailed it.
Right.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, you know what? It really does look like Kelly's she's tapped into Kelly's aura or something.
Aura.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Projecting all her.
Yeah. What do you
emotions.
see in your in your mind's eye there, Valentina, when you're doing
sometimes I
this?
see symbols. Sometimes I see symbols. What they do is they like to speak in pictures, and it takes a while because I have to interpret that picture.
Right.
Like when it's literal, sometimes a cup could mean they loved coffee, or it could mean the cup is half full.
Mhm.
So it takes me a while to figure out what they're trying to say with the pictures, because that's how they speak.
Gotcha.
And then sometimes it's words, and then sometimes I'm made to feel things.
Yeah. What about like diving symbols? Since you're a scuba diver, do you have that come across from the other side that, hey, dive across the mental plane and any kind of thing like that? Does that ever happen?
No, so just for fun, I wrote down Jacques Cousteau and Jimmy Buffett because you
Right.
were joking about channeling them. So for me, the minute I just write something down, sometimes things come in. So Jacques Cousteau said, I wrote down, he's saying he took everything as far as he could and handed over the baton for others to continue.
Aha.
So he really has a feeling of like, I've stepped back now, I've done enough, and it's time for everyone
Okay,
else.
but I got a question. He was scheduled to be on Scuba Radio right before he passed away, literally.
No.
And so I think we might have killed him. Is that possible?
Wait a minute. Wait. I got to go back 26 years
Yeah.
and see if he was alive then.
Yeah, he was. No,
He might have listened to our show and killed himself. when he came on.
he was scheduled to come on the show, and literally he passed away. I literally had talked to his people, and we had it all set up, and then the news came down the pike that he was no longer with us.
Nice job, Greg.
So I felt guilty for 25 years now that we may have sent him to an early demise.
Way to go, Greg.
Yeah. So try to ask him if you can tune in with him there, Valentina. Get me off the hook and alleviate that guilt I've carried with me for all these years.
Oh no, he's fine. And
okay, good. All right, we're good then. I'm fine.
All right, so moving on. Oh, is that a
I feel much better. No, that was good. No, we needed to get that out there. And then Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett. He says he's actually relieved that he passed. It's been
before we could have him on the show.
Anyway, he said it's been a lot of pressure to come up with music and stuff for so long. So he's actually very relieved to finally take a break.
All right. Well, he was one of those guys I wanted to have on Scuba Radio too. We never got had the magic happen, but it could have been for the better in his mind. All right, good stuff. We're going to continue the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular in hour 2 with a few other special guests and a few other extra surprises that we've apologized in advance for. Stick around. Just getting started.
Down below if you want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go!
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling your radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. This is the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular. And it's been quite an event so far. I think it's lived up to the hype. It's been pretty scary. Wouldn't you agree, CJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubble Boy?
Frightening.
Yeah. All right, we got another voicemail here. Let's get this out of the way, and then we're going to have a special guest on all the way from Portugal. What? What's going on?
Oh, shut up, Barry. No one can understand you.
Wow.
Give me the phone. Oh, Greg the Dive Master.
Yeah?
It is I, Igor.
Okay.
Dr. Frankenstein asked me to find out if you had any extra mermaids we could borrow.
Oh.
I mean one that's recently deceased.
Okay.
The good doctor wants to experiment with bringing a mermaid back from the dead.
Wow.
Minus the drama.
Oh.
I
That'd
know
be nice.
it sounds insane.
Yeah.
But he's a genius.
Oh.
And he succeeded where others have failed.
Mm.
Oh, I have to go. There's a storm coming. Sock it, losers.
Wow. Okay.
They seem to
Interesting.
know the catchphrase.
Yeah, they've been listening. We've been connecting pretty well. I don't know if it's because we have a psychic mermaid on staff today with Valentina. That could be. She's bringing
drawing them in.
Bringing in that unique energy. And we're going to get back to some more readings with her and, predicting the diving future of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. Maybe we'll tap into that. Jimmy Buffett, a little bit more. Maybe we can see if she can channel that. She's jotting down notes as we speak. But while she does that, let's bring on Arlindo. And Arlindo, all the way from Portugal, I will say I apologize in advance. You're joining us on a very special day. And, you've been warned, okay?
That's okay.
All right, good. He knows how we roll, even in Portugal. We're international. Now, the Diving Talk show just took place a couple weeks ago. And how'd it go, Arlindo? I wanted to bring you on get a report how that went, how that event went.
It was great.
Good.
We can discuss this in detail when we meet at the Dima show, but it was really,
Right.
really great.
Good. Now, and you had a bunch of speakers from all over the world. And, it was kind of a who's who of the dive industry. It was pretty nice. Arlindo puts it together there in Portugal. One of these days, hopefully, we'll be able to bring the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad and myself over there. I don't know, after today's show, he may go, I don't think that.
That'll be a big panel.
Right. But regardless, it's a good effort of what they're doing. It's basically a meeting of the diving minds. And you have a bunch of different panel discussions on different aspects of scuba diving, and that's what you guys did. And if you weren't able to participate, I know you did this last year. Are all the presentations, are they online now at the website at Diving Talks or no?
They will be soon. They will
okay.
be soon. So we have all the presentations from previous editions online at the Diving Talks YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And this year they will be soon on over there too, so everybody can watch them.
There you go.
Some of them were really cool.
I bet. Did you have one you want to mention that kind of stood out, that made the most waves there at the event this year, or what do you think?
There's always one that I find special. This year's was Phil Short. He was talking about diving into shipwrecks that are and it is related to, I believe, the mood today, because he was talking about shipwrecks that are graveyards, people that die. And so he was mentioning that we have to dive with respect on those sites. And
right.
I like it a lot.
Well, we have a psychic on staff today. And Valentina, I got to ask, he brought it up, and I was going to go there, on these wrecks that us divers see quite a bit.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's a haunted hotspot. Would you agree? Is it? What do you think?
Yes. So I think we need to do some sort of dive where I get to go down there with communication, headgear, and we do live and we see what I pick up on a haunted ship. I think that would be fun. That's never been done.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, I've talked to many a wreck diver who have said they've had experiences on dives on wrecks. And
really?
Yeah. Richie Kohler, one of the shadow divers, told me a story back in the day. If you don't know who
he's not a guy to make stuff up.
No.
What's the story?
Well, he basically said we were having a little chat. It probably was around Halloween. That's why it got brought up. And I said, have you ever seen a ghost or anything when you're doing all these crazy wreck dives? Because he does some pretty extreme stuff.
Yeah, they found that submarine. There was a bunch of dead guys on it.
Well, exactly. And he absolutely said yes. And he said that I've felt it. It's hard not to, sense something around. But he claims to have heard. I don't know if he said he heard voices or something. I don't know if he said he actually saw something, but he felt it, and he heard something, or like someone was watching him. I mean, I'd say that's pretty common. You do a night dive on a wreck, man. You talk about a foreboding type of atmosphere. You're with me on that, right, Arlindo? What do you think? Even in Portugal, it's creepy, isn't it? What do you think?
No, totally. It's totally different. You are totally right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would imagine the panel discussion had nothing to do with ghosts. It was just talking about how you got to treat them with respect as far as the wreck sites that you guys visit quite a bit there, or what?
Yeah, that was his concern. He was on this expedition to bring up the body of an officer that was commanding a B-5 bombardier in the Second World War.
Yeah.
And after that, he was touched by everything that was around it, and he just realized that he needed to share with the audience things that he believes are important, and the respect is the most important of all when you dive on those sites.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like maybe a ghost was channeling him. Maybe he got possessed. That's how it sounds like, in a way. That it is subliminal. I've seen a ghost. I've told the story. I saw a ghost last time we were in New Orleans for the DEMA show. And I saw a little 10-year-old girl tried to get into my hotel room. I was like, get the hell out of my room. I'm trying to sleep. And it's a God's honest truth. I saw it. I didn't think it was a ghost at the time. Didn't realize it was a ghost till the next morning when I was checking out. And the lady at the desk, I just said, hey, do you have ghosts at this hotel? I didn't even know why I even asked it. She goes, no, not really. That's a bunch of hogwash. Says, yeah, people report about seeing these two kids play in the hallway here at the hotel, but other than that, I'm like, what? And I instantly knew it was a ghost. So there you go.
Next time, maybe lock your door.
No, well,
come play with us.
She had I don't know how she got in, and maybe she had a key card. Ghosts are going high tech these days. I don't know.
Me and Bubble Boy experienced a poltergeist in New York.
No, that's enough. That's enough out of you. I don't know. Arlindo, are you a believer in this nonsense, or what do you think?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go deep into this because Valentina is right here, but I don't. No.
That's fine. No, I mean, you know what? I deal with skeptics all the time,
right?
And one of those things that until you see it for yourself, it's whether it's a UFO, a Bigfoot, anything like that, you have to experience it yourself, and then that's what makes you a believer.
I'll tell you what. Once you've been probed by an alien, you will believe.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
It's the world reigning hide and seek.
That is why Greg believes.
I'm just saying. If that's the proof you need, you do what you need to do, Barry. Anyway, Arlindo, always a pleasure, my friend. The website for Diving Talks is divingtalks.com. Is that it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
PortugalDive.com is his dive operation there in Portugal. And, of course, you'll hear him again when we broadcast from the DEMA show in New Orleans. Ghosts might be there, might not. We'll have to wait and see. More coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer, and Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Taric is the best, most intuitive, and reliable wristwatch-sized dive computer on the market. Check it out in the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
How, when, and where it's made has never been more important than now. Just ask all those divers and dive shops that struggled to get products and parts during the pandemic. One relatively new gear manufacturer, however, managed quite well. Nex is one of the few, if not only, dive gear manufacturers to bring regulator and design assembly back to the USA. No shortages during the pandemic for their customers and dealers. And get this, Nex was a Tester's Choice winner in Scuba Lab for 2022 and a Best Buy in 2023. Each Nex regulator system is made to order, cutting down on overhead and allowing you to get exactly what you need for the kind of diving you prefer. This will be the last regulator you'll ever need, since the modular design can easily be modified as your diving skills and preferences evolve over time. Are you ready to make your next dive your best dive? Then go to nextdive.com. That's NEXDive.com. Nex Underwater Products. nextdive.com.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
They'd do anything for Halloween.
What's the time? Spooky time. What's the time? Spooky time. What's the time? Spooky time. It's Halloween.
Oh, shut up, jerk.
It's spooky time.
I have a feeling that you're way off on this.
It's Halloween.
I don't like that story.
It's spooky time. Spooky time. Spooky time. Happy
Wow, this is the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular, and that sets it up pretty much perfectly, I think. You feeling the hair on the back of your neck stand up there, CJ?
If I had any, it would be.
Ah, good point.
Yes.
Good point. Good point. There's that. There's that issue. But it is kind of a creepy time of year. And Arlindo, you're welcome to hang with us from Portugal and share the spirit of the season. Do they celebrate Halloween in Portugal? I assume they do. Maybe not. I don't know. Is it a thing?
No, we are starting to do. It's not typical here, but many people are already doing it.
Okay.
For example, my elder son loves Halloween.
All right. Well, there you go. Yeah. Who doesn't like candy? You know, you get candy and, you know, you do creepy things.
Diabetes.
Talk to ghosts. Well, we talked about that in hour one. Casey needs to evidently watch his candy intake, according to our psychic mermaid. Are you okay with that little tip there, Casey? How do you feel about that, by the way? What do you think?
Well, I'd planned on washing most of the chocolate down with bourbon. Does that affect?
Oh, yeah,
me?
that offsets any sugar content in
So I
candy
thought
corn.
The alcohol burns it out of your system.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. He's I think he's a medical doctor, isn't he?
I doubt it.
No, that sounded like medical advice that you should never take at face value. So I don't know. We'll see.
I once told myself I should stop drinking, but I thought I'm not going to listen to some drunk tell me how to live my life.
Right. All right. Well, before we get to more readings, I got another voicemail here, man. The phones have been pretty active today.
People of Earth.
What?
For the cosmic crime of releasing Scuba Radio into the universe,
Yeah.
your planet has been targeted for immediate annihilation.
Wow.
However, if you wish to spare your putrid species, you must release Barry the Bugger and Jerry the Diver Guy to our custody.
Ooh.
Those strange life forms have the closest DNA match to the Earth cattle we like to consume.
Oh.
You have 48 hours to comply.
Okay.
That is all.
Wow. Okay. You know, we just got to turn over Barry and Jerry to the aliens. And
Good luck getting in here.
Human
Besides the
species.
beef.
Yeah, we'll continue to thrive.
Save the planet.
Yeah.
Nope. We're all going to burn together.
He didn't.
To you for all of us.
Right. And hey, they didn't mention any probing, so.
No, they just want to eat them. I mean,
right.
come on.
I got a question for V.
Okay.
Does she do like chants and curses and stuff like that?
Chants. That's witch.
That's
witch and warlock stuff.
Yeah, that's witchy stuff. People
Well,
come to me
I
to
was just
remove
going to get
spells
Greg
and things
cursed.
like that.
Don't channel the dark magic, Jerry. What's wrong with you?
Or something.
That
He
is
is a nice person.
That
She
is
doesn't
bad
chant.
juju, Jerry. You're asking
No,
for it, man.
I just want to get you a curse and have you like 1,000 fleas to the nether regions or something.
Ooh.
Fleas.
Good.
Yeah.
What do the Red Hot Chili Peppers have to do with anything?
I don't know.
I'm going to go.
Never mind. I'm not going to that rodeo.
Yeah. All right. Well, Valentina, you are a psychic. You're a diver. You've been channeling things. Did we cover Buffett enough? Did you get any other notices? Like, you know, I wanted to have him on Scuba Radio, and it just never happened. I wanted it to happen organically to get him on the show. It just never happened.
I know, but now it will never happen.
Right. Yeah.
But,
Unless you can
he's
channel him.
enjoying the afterlife. Well, he said he's enjoying the afterlife.
Right.
but-
And he wants to keep enjoying.
Do they ever do the spirits from the other side? Do they ever possess you? Does that happen? And then you start acting like them, and that whole thing is whole exorcist type. I just saw the movie, so
not like that. Not in a bad way. Sometimes
Okay.
if I channel them, I might take on their gestures or things like that.
Right.
But nothing evil.
Okay. Well, yeah, not evil. I mean, Buffett
No,
would be evil.
I
but
don't do evil.
If
I
you just
do
started breaking out in Margaritaville, I'm like, oh, there he is, Jimmy. We got him. But no, that doesn't happen. That's not your thing. Okay. So you just have chats with spirits from the other side, and then they help you guide the people that are living through the trials and tribulations of what lies in front of them, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So what about Vinny Two Tanks? You got anything that has come through for Vinny?
She helped me offline.
I did Vinny already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Vinny had you weren't listening. You missed out when Vinny.
Oh, you did that during the commercial break. Okay.
Vinny thing, yeah.
Yeah.
You stepped out. And
All
I
right.
gave
Well, Vinny, what did she say about you? Just share that with the rest of the class.
I think it's incredible how she every time she's pretty
Well, what
good.
did you say? I mean, did you say you're going to do more dive trips or what?
Every point had a kind of something that was right.
Like what?
Me.
What?
Well, she said, I think about this girl a lot. There's a girl in my life that I think about.
Yeah.
But currently, and I have no girls that I'm dating right now, but when I was 28, I almost got married to a girl. That was like 40 years ago.
Right.
And I still think about her because I didn't do it. So she's kind of right about that. I do think about a girl.
Is she still around? Is she still around?
I don't know. I haven't seen her in 40 years. I don't know. She could be dead for all I know.
Maybe it's time to call her.
Yeah, I mean the statute of limitations has expired now, so you could probably reach out.
Her.
Yeah. I kid. All right. Anyone else? What do you think there, Valentina?
We got everybody here.
Well, what about CJ? Cock Johnson. He's in a new horror movie, and CJ. His full name is Cock Johnson, and or his alter ego, I should say, his movie alter ego. And so CJ,
the name that Greg likes to call me.
What are you talking about? You're a big movie star now, Mr. Hotshot.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Have you been in a movie? Has he been in one?
He's been in several. Well,
why don't you
Dive Hard?
Send me the link. Send me the name of the movies.
Yeah, Cock Johnson's been in Dive Hard, Dive Harder.
Dive Harderer?
Yeah. Cock Johnson versus Freddy Krueger. Yeah. What's the deal, Cock Johnson? What's your deal? What's your catchphrase?
Oh, Cock Johnson's my name and diving's my game.
Yeah, see? He has his own catchphrase and everything. So that's CJ. And, I kind of think he's going to get to be such a big deal. He's going to outgrow us here at Scuba Radio. So I'm a little concerned about
the little people.
Will you?
The little people. I love it.
When was the last time you talked to your agent?
Right before he went on the show. Said, don't do it. Right?
Yeah, he said, don't do anything for free, but here I am.
Yep. He's the funny one. Let's not forget.
He's funny.
Yeah,
he's funny.
He is a funny guy. That
if you listen
Johnson.
to the show, all those skits that he did, I thought they were really funny.
Well, there you go.
Man, that's one.
That's one. We're doing it all for Vinny Two Tanks.
Thank you, Vinny.
Why we exist. All right, we got more coming up on the Halloweeny Spooktacular next.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You are now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
I'm so scared.
Well, it is the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular. You have every right to be scared. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ and Bubble Boy are in the studio with me. Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web, made up of Barry the Bugger, Jerry the Diver Guy, Vinny Two Tanks, Casey the Tobacco Nut Mermaid, Kelly, Arlindo hanging with us from Portugal, and of course we have our psychic mermaid, Valentina. If you want to connect with Valentina and get a private reading, do the whole thing, it's Valentina, what is it? Valentina Psychic
Medium.
Valentina.com. There you go. So you could connect with her directly and do just that. She is a real, honest to goodness ghost investigator and psychic. And, I got to ask Valentina, since we're a dive show, you're a diver. We connect because of that. Yeah, she was a Scuba Radio mermaid back in the day, too. She's done it all.
Long Beach there.
Yeah, yep. We have that connection. Every time I talk to her, I like to get her on the record to find out if she has channeled anything as far as the future of this show. Like, when do we all become filthy rich and can retire? When does this happen?
Laughs. Don't hold your breath, just like that.
That's right. Okay. Do you have anything you're picking up from the other side as far as the future of diving or, Scuba Radio or any of our crew members in particular from a diving perspective? Like, have we done our best dive already, you think? What do you think?
Well,
what are you
there's
picking
always
up?
another one.
There's always another one. There you go. I agree.
Like it. Another one, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to channel that one, Greg.
Yeah, okay.
I think so.
Fair enough. Who's the best, of the crew that is on the show today? Who are the best buddy teams? Like, should Jerry and Barry?
Duh.
What?
Jerry and Barry. Jer Bear.
Jer Bear.
Jer Bear.
Jer Bear, evidently over.
The power dive couple.
The Wonder Twins, Zan and Jaina.
That's the couple name.
Oh, no.
Jer Bear.
You just said
Wow.
my name.
Never
no
hear
bear.
the end of it.
No bear.
Jer Bear does kind of have a sound.
That's
ringtone.
a thing now.
You messed up big time.
Wow.
That's going to
boy.
stick.
Yeah,
Thanks, Greg.
Don't thank me. Thank the spirits from the other side.
Valentina.
They were they enlightened us to.
He's missing juicy butt turtle slot now.
Well,
That's so bad.
all right, so Jer Bear are the best buddy team as far as a good match of diving skills.
Probably catch the most lobsters.
CJ and Bubble Boy were thinking they were going to be the best ones.
They've been best buddies forever.
Right, but they don't rate with Jer Bear as far as that buddy team, huh? Is that what you're picking up there, Valentina? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Great.
Jer Bear outdid you.
Wah.
I love it. What about Arlindo? Arlindo, you want her to read you a little bit, or would you prefer to stay out of this nonsense?
I'm fine. I'm okay.
Okay. He's like, yeah, please, for God's
No, he
sake,
doesn't
please.
believe in it, so it's not going to work.
Yes, I don't blame. I'd be the same way if I was him. You may not want to. I like it though, because I think there's something going on.
You're getting something replaced. It could be a knee, could be a hip.
Yes.
It's good to know, what's going on in your life and what's coming up so that you can kind of, what I say is nip it in the bud. If I'm able to find something that's going to happen later to you, you can kind of prevent that from happening.
Right.
So
Yeah. Well, and you said I'm going to have something replaced.
But it's going to be small. It's not like an inspiring. I mean, like versus an.
Why is Jer Bear? Why are Jer Bear laughing? Both of them are laughing.
I didn't think they replaced though.
I didn't know she had spoken to your wife.
Well,
oh God,
it is Halloweeny.
He was
so
diagnosed with
inappropriate.
the smallpox the other day.
Okay.
I like that joke.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Vinny
He
likes
said
it.
Halloweeny. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's
See?
pretty scary.
Suck up.
Okay. and so, you told, Casey needs to lay off the sweets. to be safe. Do you got anything more positive like in his future?
She never got to the good stuff for me.
Well, I was going to say, was there?
There isn't
Well, there was some good stuff.
No, not everyone got good stuff. But
okay, fine.
Oh, Casey, the tobacco nut is screwed. Yeah.
Start drinking, Casey.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
But I have to get going, everyone.
Okay. Well, Valentina, thank you for bringing the other side over to listen to our nonsense today. We appreciate it, and we will connect with you. Well, worst case next year. How about that?
Yeah.
if not sooner.
Have a good time. I'm sorry, I'm not going.
Yes. Well, you'll be there in spirit.
Yes.
As we drink many a spirit. Down as we walk down Bourbon Street.
One
you
last
would
question for
drink your share.
One more for Casey before you go. What?
Would it be good or bad if we contact Marie Laveau?
Who the hell is that?
Yeah, who is it?
Witch Queen of New Orleans.
That would be
The
bad.
Witch Queen
What do you
of
think?
New Orleans.
Are you saying just as hypothetically?
Well, no, we're going to give it a shot.
Oh, no, they'll
Are
give
we?
it a shot.
Who's this we?
I was thinking we should have voodoo dolls.
Sordid past of some sort. So
sordid.
if you do connect with her and you mess around with trying to communicate with her, I feel she's going to be a bit of a prankster.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there was some sort of brothel or something connected with that. But
What are the odds? New Orleans?
Now that sounds interesting.
Now you got his attention.
At your own risk.
Yeah. Well, Valentina, then so my idea was we were going to have voodoo dolls made of each Scuba Radio Scuba Squad member and walk down Bourbon Street. Would you recommend that or no?
No, I don't.
She says
No.
no.
Stupid,
Okay.
Greg.
Well,
you're gonna get more trouble than you want,
yeah.
and then you're gonna be stuck with it.
Yeah,
Oh.
don't mess with things you don't understand.
I was going to have one of me, but I wanted to get one of everyone else and stab them.
Not one of me.
doll.
When they get out of line, keep them in line, just stab them in the buttocks
You have
with
to
a dull
believe.
butter knife.
No.
Take that, Jer Bear.
Yeah, just remember,
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you, Valentina.
There you go.
Take care.
All right,
Have a
see
great
ya.
evening.
There you go. See, we have a psychic mermaid on, on call when we need her. And God knows we probably need her more often than not. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's good to have dive friends like that. You never know what they what they have in their regular life outside of diving.
Maybe she could tell me which shows are going to be good, so I know which ones to show up for.
Oh God, no! You would never be here.
Yeah,
see, look.
Luxury hotel room.
Yeah, I gotta say, Vinny Two Tanks is the best audience we've ever had.
Thank you.
Yeah. It really. If we didn't have Vinny laughing, we would have no one laughing at all.
Exactly. Whose fault is that? Greg.
Ours. Yes, it's our own
Ours.
fault. Yeah, but good stuff, and it's what you do. I think you bring your diving friends together. You got to celebrate all the holidays. We haven't really kicked up Halloween to the level like this before, and I think this should be an annual event, like Halloween Horror Nights. Where they get all the whores together and walk down Bourbon Street in New Orleans.
No, it's horror.
What?
Yeah, horror.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Yeah, you
something.
misunderstood.
Of course you
Yeah.
Is there a Scuba Radio Thanksgiving?
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, come on.
Thanksgiving.
Where have you been?
Thanksgiving. Where you been?
Where you been
I've
for the
been in
last
another
26 years?
Gee whiz.
Somewhere.
Sounds like Jer Bear having a little family spat.
Listen, Barry, listen.
Shut up, Barry.
Shut up, Barry.
Listen and then shut up.
Wow. Well, just wow. Okay. Well, it's another holiday, and once again, you get your diving friends together. You should celebrate them all accordingly. I know Jeff Trudeau down at South Florida Diving Headquarters, they had a haunted dive this past week to celebrate, and so we're going to try to check in with him and see how that went. Next on the world's first radio show devoted to diving, the official Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
What we need today is young bloods and brains.
I shall remove your brain and put it in his body.
I was diving in the ocean late one night when my eyes went blurry in the foggy sight. I had forgotten one thing. I hate to admit, I would have seen clearly now if I had only spit
into his mask.
It was now a monster mask.
The monster mask.
So much for this dive task.
The monster mask.
It's made of rubber and glass.
The monster mask.
I hate this foggy monster mask. It sucks balls. This is the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular. Quite an event. We got our own little dive Halloween song now that'll continue to languish in the annals of Scuba Radio history. And we'll probably poke out every Halloween.
Like a prairie dog.
What's that, Bubble Boy?
Like a prairie dog.
No, I don't know what you
Or
mean.
like a turtle head.
No, I mean, I don't know if it could be like a sea turtle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
Got turtle
sure,
head
sure.
poking out.
Snapping turtle.
Well, it could happen. I'm Greg the Dive Master. CJ and Bubble Boy are in the studio with me. We got Casey the Tobacco Nut, Vinny Two Tanks, Mermaid Kelly, Bear Jer, or Jer Bear. Is it Jer Bear or Jer?
It's Jer Bear.
Jer Bear. Jerry the Diver
Which
guy.
is like a celebrity couple.
Right. Right.
That was Valentina came up with that.
Yeah. I mean,
So it has to be right.
She channeled it from the other side. So it's just meant to be and enlightened the rest of us accordingly. Now, CJ has been doing double duty as his alter ego, Cock Johnson, and has been very busy during the Halloween season. And, that new Exorcist movie just came out this past weekend, right?
I don't know.
Did you see it? You didn't see it?
No.
But I think we're giving it a run for its money.
This Halloween, Scuba Radio Studios present
A night dive on Elm Street.
Cock Johnson versus Freddy.
You ready, Freddy? Krueger, for our first night as dive buddies?
The first time tends to get a little messy.
This ain't my first night dive, you burnt marshmallow. Do I have to say it?
No.
Cock Johnson's my name, and diving's my game.
I'll give you a break.
Well, people love my catchphrase.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Ha! Roasted me. No pun intended.
Bitch.
I heard that. You should be happy. We're about to have a killer night dive. Pun intended that time.
How sweet.
Oh, Freddy, don't forget to turn your air on.
Oh, that's right.
You're welcome. Hey, after the dive, you want to come back to my house and watch movies about diving?
Oh, scary.
Scary good scuba scenes. Come on, I'll burn some popcorn for you.
Come to Freddy.
You still renting out that damp boiler room with all the leaky pipes? No thanks. Party's at my place.
I'm dying to see what skeletons are hidden in your closet.
Stay the hell out of my closets, you tuna melt. Oh, Freddy, invite the rest of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad, too.
I'll have to pass that message myself, won't I?
I literally just said that.
You think you was gonna get away from me?
I ain't scared of you, you grilled cheese sandwich. But, quit it with the evil laugh, will you?
No!
Glad I can't hear that freak underwater.
A night dive on Elm Street. Cock Johnson versus Freddy.
Are you fooling around again?
Now showing in a double feature with Cock Johnson in
Halloweeny.
I'll kill you if this is a joke.
I don't think it's a joke. It's friggin' scary. But what an entertainment value. 2 movies? Really? You did 2 Halloween movies. Wow, that is impressive. That is an impressive feat in itself. And being that we apologize in advance before we started the Scuba Radio Halloweeny Spooktacular, we're covered on every legal ground.
I think saying you're sorry it doesn't hold up in court.
No, it does. That's a legal defense.
Really?
In Portugal. I think it is in Portugal. Arlindo, he's nodding his head. Yep. He said so. So
I'm sorry.
He's part of our legal counsel. So we're going to go with that. All right. So I don't know. Kelly, Mermaid Kelly's with us. And where are you today, by the way, Kelly? You seem to be moving around quite a bit.
I'm in Miami.
In Miami? What are you doing in Miami? Diving? Or what are you doing down there?
We're spending 2 days just kind of looking around and having some fun, and then we're heading off to Cuba tomorrow.
Oh, wow. And you're going to get some diving in, I assume, in Cuba?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to see Wyland.
Oh, you're going on the
I'm going
Wyland
to see-
liveaboard trip. Is that what it is?
It's not a liveaboard, but
it's not?
we're
Okay.
going out with Wyland and watching him paint his last mural.
Nice.
Wow.
That's right. She said you told us that last week or the other day. Yeah. So you're going out there with Wyland. Tell Wyland we said hi. I don't know. Is he going to be back in time for the DEMA show? He usually goes to that event. I don't know. You'll have to ask him, huh?
I think so, because we fly home on November 6th.
Right. Okay. Well, that's in time because DEMA show, I think, is the first day is the 14th, the Tuesday, if I got my dates right?
Yeah, the 14th through the 17th.
Yeah. Bear Jer, is that right? You looking at your calendars?
Jer Bear.
I don't know who you're talking to at that moment.
Talking
I'm
to
sorry.
Jerry and Barry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Jerry has top billing. It's supposed to be Jer Bear, not
You better
Bear
get
Jer.
used to it because we will never let this die.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thanks a lot,
Jerry.
Barry.
I didn't say a word. You were the one that was talking to
You're here,
Valentina
Barry.
all
You're
the
here.
time.
It was your dead relative, Jerry.
No.
What do you? That's what I thought she said. It was.
No.
Where did she pull that out of?
I don't know. She
just said that I was the best diver.
No, it was the buddy team. It was the
you
buddy
guys are the
team.
best buddy team. You're a good buddy
She
team.
said no team after that.
What do you mean
It was
no
just
team?
me.
No, she
only.
said no. She said
So
Jer
that
Bear.
means you're just good buddies.
Out of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad, she said Jer Bear was the best buddy team of the Scuba Radio Scuba
It's
Squad.
wrong, but it's funny.
Yeah, could be wrong.
Whatever.
Can we get some T-shirts printed up with Jer Bear?
I'll kill every day.
I will totally wear that T-shirt.
In that case.
In a big heart? Jer Bear in a heart?
And they
I'll
look
kill
like
you.
Care Bears, but
Right.
they look like the face of Jerry and the face of Barry.
Yeah.
What did you want to know about November?
Don't change the subject. We're not done with you.
The subject.
Look like gummy bears.
Nice try.
The party starts in New Orleans on the 12th.
Oh, is
Hosted by Jer Bear.
are you
12th
guys
is-
going to have
12th
a
of November is
ceremony
a
in
Sunday.
New Orleans that we can all attend?
Shut up, Greg.
Jerry, now's the time to get one of those voodoo dolls shaped just like Greg.
I know. She said that was bad juju, so we can't do that.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
going to
we
be some
can.
fun, Juju,
We
watching you
we
squirt.
can't we can't bring any bad luck on our group on our show. We
Barry,
can't
do you
that.
hate it when Jerry dips?
What's the most annoying
Did you
habit your
see
spouse
Jay?
has?
Where's the strangest place you've ever made whoopee?
Oh!
In the butt?
Wasn't this
So when you're
what TV
dancing
show is
slow,
that? I
who
forgot.
leads?
In your bed?
What?
Wasn't that Hollywood Squares or something?
Yes. It was a throwback.
Yes.
A classic TV moment.
Just
That's
shut
what
up,
that was.
Barry. Just shut up.
Shut up, Barry. I'm not saying another word.
Now, Barry, you're not going to go to New Orleans for DEMA,
No,
are
I'm
you?
not.
Well,
I'm not.
Have you thought now that Jerry's going to be there and we're going to have like beads and everything that you might want to go?
Beads. I've seen the beads you have.
Right?
Yeah.
You're jealous, aren't you? You're jelly.
No, you may have used them
You're
already.
jelly of my diver beads. I know you are. Yeah, they're going to be
I
a
don't know
huge
where
hit.
you put those beads, Garrett.
I know where you'll put them, but we're not going to talk about that on the air.
No.
Just shut up, Barry.
Yeah.
Shut up.
All right. Well, wow. What a day. What a special show it was. And,
Jerry,
looks lovely
Jer
right
Bear,
now.
Yeah.
who's the tosser of the
Okay,
beat?
just stop. That's enough. My God. What is wrong with you people? You're divers,
Have a
I
safe
know.
journey,
It's just
Kelly.
how we act sometimes when we haven't been underwater enough. That's what happened. Too long of a service interval. All right. Till next week, remember, it's always better. Where, gang? Come on.
Downward sweater.
Safe diving, everyone.
If you wanna stay in the know, if you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, so now what I just heard, blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.